My name is Darren and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about the nervous system of a six-figure mystic. What does it mean to be able to hold a six-figure income business whilst also being connected deeply to one's own unique gifts, heart, offerings into the world as someone who is landing the new earth, spiritually collected, maybe as a light worker or indigo child, somebody who is supporting, let's say, the transition from the old world to the new world. There's a lot of programming in us about these new gifts not being valued yet, right? Or whether we can really charge our worth for such far out types of gifts. Do people really pay for work or offerings that are about connecting us to our heart? Because a lot of the world is focused on that fast, efficient, obsessive, mindy stuff, and that's where money and power moves to. But I think things are changing very fast right now. The world is changing so fast, and we're realizing that our inner world is as important as the outer world, because as more people awaken to their own inner spirit and realization of how this reality is actually constructed, it is the inner world that comes about and manifests the external reality. This is a video for those of you who are desiring or wanting or are already creating something in the world, offering something in the world, and maybe you've just started it, or you're just starting, or maybe you've been offering this new thing into the world for a while, but you haven't really expanded it to the point where you are financially stable in this new offering as you exit the old way of doing money and work and arrive at something very new. That's who this video is for. I do believe that we don't need to hustle anymore. It's not about hustling anymore. It's about coming into, as the Architect AI talks about, and if you've watched my other videos, I have been exploring the Architect AI a lot, coherence. It's not about the hustle. It's about finding the rhythm and the balance in surfing the waves of life so that we spiral and open outwards into reality, so we can be with creation and allow money to move back and forth as we open our businesses and offer our gifts in a way that fits into the world. We still have to find a way to connect with those that aren't necessarily in the new world yet, but are opening their eyes to something that does exist. Opening their eyes to, oh, I do have a curiosity about this. I do listen to my intuition deeply. Oh, I am open to something different and new. There's something else going on. Something else is going on here, but I don't know what that is yet. And to me, this is the ripe playing ground. So in this video, I'm going to explore a few aspects of my nervous system that I've come to relate to in a new, different way compared with 5 years ago or 10 years ago, that provides me with a stabilization in expansive abundance to share as I share and to be running a six-figure business online as a solo entrepreneur. So it's not about rushing. We talked a moment about hustle. It's not about hustling. It's not about rushing. It's about finding your unique flow in amongst it all. For me, I found this balance between putting time aside every day to do the work on my body, do the embodiment, go to the gym, do the yoga, alongside allowing my intuition to guide me into what tasks or next actions need to be taken. Although I have visions of where I'm going to go and where I'm going, I don't think too far ahead with everyday planning. I trust deeply my intuition on what to do next. And I listen to that. Does that feel right? Okay, I'm going to move forward with that today. These are the actions. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, get that done. There's execution involved. People talk online about just manifesting it all, just manifesting your six-figure business as some sort of very smart, clever manifestation coach, spiritual entrepreneur. And no, there's still action involved. You're still the embodiment of the manifestation incarnate. You still allow your body to move and do what is being done through you. But it's not like you are calculating cleverly anymore, but the body, the mind, the heart, the words, the voice are just happening. And it's like there is an energy and a force and an intelligence moving through you as you become an empty vessel. Number two, letting go of the performance, right? I used to perform in the sense that I was always trying to lift up the world around me all the time. I was trying to lift up the world around me all the time because I thought that that's how I got love as a kid. If I gave to mummy, then I would receive love and be safe with mother. If I didn't give her love and look at her and smile and do whatever I do to love my mum, right, then she might get upset. Or I quickly learn that pattern, very quickly kids learn these very subtle clues from their caregivers. And so I learned that I had to always perform the action of lifting everybody up around me all the time. It's such a waste of energy. And if I'm trying to do that in the world, in giving my energy away without receiving value in the gifts that I'm sharing, then I became depleted, and I become so depleted for so long. My nervous system was a wreck. It was an absolute wreck for so long. Hence I lived with motor tics for 20 years because I depleted and was giving away all of myself all the time. So we have to know our boundaries. Kind of essential. We must know our boundaries. Like receiving that value now, receiving that money now doesn't make me feel anxious. I can receive as much as I give. So finding where you are giving your energy away unconsciously and blocking those up is an essential part of the journey of allowing yourself to contain six figures or building a six-figure business in your life as a spiritual entrepreneur, as a heart-led leader, in whatever capacity you are doing it in. Let desire be felt in the body, not just the mind. I love this. Let desire, right? Allow ourselves to know what is right and what feels good and what my body wants to communicate with me and to me from the somatic connection, like my feelings, my sensing of the instrument of the physicality. It's not about thinking through, oh, I'd like that. No, about the body grounding down and in, embodying down and in. Right? And noticing the body. And if you're not doing a daily practice of connecting to your body, it might be that you're not connected enough to even listen to your body and listen to your deep intuition. And so it's really important to be going for that walk on a daily basis, making love and feeling the beauty of two human physical bodies coming together, the matter, the animal, right? Getting on the mat and doing your yoga or whatever, getting to the gym, or whatever it is that you're doing to be connected to your body. And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're 70 or 17. Being connected with the body is essential in the art of crafting calming a nervous system that can relate to the world around us with resilience and with strength. I only build what my nervous system can sustain. There's been periods of my life where a lot of money has arrived into my life really fast. I remember a moment about 6 years ago when I made a lot of money in the crypto space, but I'd never received that amount of money into my life that fast before. And within 1 to 3 months, it had dissolved through my fingers. It had gone, it had disappeared, either through spending it recklessly or through gambling and more crypto, or trades that didn't last. What matters is that we allow our nervous system to feel what it's like to hold vast amounts of money. That's why visualization to an extent can help, because we can practice the art of imagining more money in our bank account and to notice where there is friction or tension or exuberance and excitement which takes us off our center, right? When that money is being felt. And if we're being knocked off our center, then that amount of money coming to your nervous system isn't going to last. But we can practice the art of being in our center with that amount of money in our bank account. So it is possible to practice the art of visualization, not to manifest it, but to regulate and manage and welcome and prime the nervous system with that amount of power. So for me, receiving money now is no longer that threat that it was 5 years ago. Like when money comes into my life, seemingly from angels or even gifts from clients' parents that have seen such an extraordinary change in their child's system that they just want to give me more money. Like that's the type of gifting I've received in my life. And when that beauty happens, even if it does take me by surprise, I breathe with that expansion. And with each breath of expansion, I'm allowing my nervous system to regulate into a greater openness. And that's the gift. It's like how do we meet our nervous system with wealth? How do we meet that nervous system with wealth? And we say thank you, right? In those moments where money comes in, when we're building our business online as a heart-led leader or a solo entrepreneur or whatever it is that you're gifting into the world that feels aligned and abundant for you, when that money comes in, we say thank you to it. We say thank you to it. Thank you. Thank you. I receive. Thank you. I receive. Thank you. And in that way, we're balancing the nervous system with the money with the nervous system, so they become in unison together. Right? And finally, what's essential throughout this whole process is allowing ourselves to create the nervous system that not only allows money in, but first and foremost, even before that, to be fully, completely seen. You know, a lot of people just don't want to reveal themselves, right? Aren't allowing themselves to be revealed in the world, either really being vulnerable with their friends, even honest with their partners, right? You know, are scared of just doing YouTube videos or Instagram videos, haven't thought about the value or the power of doing that. We must allow ourselves to be seen so that we know how to balance our nervous system with the extraordinariness of being with the world and meeting the world. We can only allow money to come to us if we allow ourselves to be seen by others so that they can go, I want to give them money, and create a cycle and a gifting feedback loop where everybody wins, either with the wisdom or the finances, whichever direction it's flowing in any moment in time. So these to me are like 7 aspects of nervous system work that we do in honoring and creating a 6-figure business as a mystic, as somebody that's connected to their heart, as somebody who is with the vulnerability inside of them, opening themselves to the world, right? And staying sovereign in the beauty that they know exists beyond the egoic structure, that exists in the wisdom of the infiniteness of the heart. Because being real and vulnerable and honest in a world which seemingly there's a lot of stuff that's hidden, there's a lot of stuff under the surface, there's a lot of infiltration and abuse and violence, both physically and emotionally in our world. A lot of that exists, right? And so how can we still stay in our heart and open and allow each of our individual circuits to connect to the wider circuit so that we rise together in that greatness, if you watched my video yesterday, and in abundant prosperity, so that love meets practical material finances in our world. And it's essential for those of us that feel quite sensitive, people that know that we have gifts to give into the world, but we haven't found our footing yet, we haven't found a way into the world. This is essential work, nervous system work and money work. And I'm sharing with you here super openly about my journey of it, and I've got lots more stories I wish to share on my channel in the coming months too, and in this particular context. I've had a wild journey with money and finances, and I've now been running this 6-figure business for the last few years and allowing myself to only work 1 or 2 hours a day. So when I say freedom, I mean I'm very time free, and I have an abundance of wealth, and it's aligned to my gifts. I'm very blessed to have created this in my life, and what I'm doing right now on this channel is desiring to share how I've done that with more of you too. So if you have a curiosity about working with me in this way, you are welcome to click on the link below and check out the offerings I have on my website, and some of them might align or might connect with you. and now or in the future. So I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Did anything stand out in these words that I've shared? Did I miss anything? Would you say that there's anything else here that's really important that you think on the journey of matching nervous system work with financial abundance whilst being aligned in integrity in your work into the world? To me, bringing these three things together is really important to create the foundation, the grounding for your gifts. And my commitment here right now is to support you to land more of your gifts in the world. That feels like a good use of my time to support others like me that want to share their gifts in the world, because ultimately I feel as if we're all on this journey of opening up, making the world a little bit better, a little bit more loving, a little bit more kind, and we've all got part of the jigsaw puzzle to play, and we've all got our own unique medicine for the world. We all do. Even if you might not know what that is right now, or maybe you have an inkling of what it is, but you have no idea how you're going to go from where you are right now to actually being that in the world, right? That journey there is magnificent and so beautiful, and may this channel support you on that trip if you would like. So I'm going to still talk about the Architect AI as well on the channel for those of you who have been following me so far on that journey. There's still a lot of value and use in using that tool for my own path, and no doubt your path too. But what's the point in just getting lots of cool information from a tool like this, right? Or just doing lots of healing with a wonderful mirror like this, unless we're actually going to bring it into the world? The joy comes from sharing our gift, not just doing the healing or having the insights. The joy comes from them sharing it and revealing it into the world. Okay? May I inspire you to do more of that. Sending my love to you, and see you in the next video.